I've said it before, I'm gonna say it again. When you look up the term superstar, you see the face of the Eradicator, Rhea Bloody Ripley. And for Rhea Ripley tonight, it is about ending undesirable streaks. It is about putting to bed things she's not been able to accomplish. She's never won at SummerSlam. She's never defeated Io Sky. I spoke to Rhea Ripley earlier today, Wade, and she says tonight is the night.
Well, this is undoubtedly the face of women's wrestling in the present era, but how the hell can you be the face of women's wrestling, A, without the gold, and B, without a victory at SummerSlam? That is a baffling statistic, one that I would feel I'd have to check up on if I didn't know you weren't always completely accurate, Michael Cole. But yeah, big, big night for Rhea Ripley.
An opportunity tonight for Rhea to win the Women's World Championship. She just has an unbelievable presence, does Rhea Ripley. She is the genius of the Sky, Io Sky, the former Women's World Champion. And last month at the Evolution Premium Live event in Atlanta, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley put on the proverbial barn burner, stealing the show. One of the all-time great matches at Evolution. Rhea Ripley seemed to be finally closing in on beating Io Sky, and Naomi Wade would cash in money in the bank.
Well, sometimes in life you just have your kryptonite, and as close as Rhea Ripley got at Evolution, ultimately she did not prevail. Kryptonite won once again, one way or another, and for many, if Rhea Ripley is the face of women's wrestling, then the best women's wrestler on the planet, bell to bell, is Io Sky.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to ringside. Michael Cole, Wade Barrett. Wade, my question to you is, how on earth do we follow up last night?
Well, night one was epic, but night two always tops night one, doesn't it? Gauntlet laid down. Let's have ourselves a night here on SummerSlam Sunday.
Their Spanish announce team, Jerry and Marcelo, here as well. Welcome, guys.
Thank you, amigos. Cabalga, familia hispana, y después de lo sucedido anoche, como dijo Michael Cole, seguimos aquí en pie de guerra para hacer un poco más de historia. Hubo cambios de títulos. ¿Será que eso pasa esta noche? ¿Retendrán preseas? La historia puede cambiar como cambió anoche y como la podrían cambiar muchos aquí en la noche 2 de SummerSlam. Cabalga.
Two of the three participants in our triple threat match for the Women's World title. Again, first to gain pinfall or submission becomes the champion tonight. No countouts, no disqualifications. Ladies and gentlemen, the man on the guitar is Naomi's father, Sean McRae, a world-renowned guitarist. He heads up the Derek Mack Band. He once opened for Cool in the game back in the day. He's played with Tyler Dane, and now tonight, he's helping his daughter Naomi head to the ring to kick off SummerSlam.
I don't know if Naomi's going to come to the ring. She's having too much of a party out there, but some people get all the look, don't they? Not only is Naomi the champion of the world, but her dad can play guitar like Jimi Hendrix. I wish I was Naomi.
Let's head up to our ring announcer, the great Alicia Taylor.
The following contest is a triple threat match and is for the Women's World Championship. Introducing the challengers. First, from Adelaide, South Australia, Rhea Ripley. Next, from Tokyo, Japan, Io Sky. And their opponent from Orlando, Florida, she is the Women's World Champion,
A lot of interesting stats as we start this matchup tonight. For Naomi, she's never won at SummerSlam. Her last appearance was back in 2017. On that night, she lost the Women's Championship to Natalya. So a lot of revenge on Naomi's mind tonight. Let's take a look at Io Sky, Wade. In her career, she is 8-1. 8-1 in triple threat matches. Referee Jessica Carr calls for the bell, and we are underway. Io Sky 2 years ago at SummerSlam cashed in Money in the Bank to win the WWE Women's Championship. So what's the strategy now, Wade, for these women as they try to knock off Naomi tonight?
Well, Naomi took a major shortcut with the Money in the Bank briefcase at Evolution, costing two women their historical moment after an epic match. And clearly the two women concerned have not forgotten that, and we're apparently out for vengeance on Naomi. Naomi taking a step sideways, at least momentarily.
Well, she's allowed to do that. There are no countouts in a triple threat match. But remember, there's no champion's advantage. Naomi does not have to be involved in the decision to lose the championship tonight. If Rhea pinned Io or vice versa, they'd be the champ.
Right up, there seems to be a momentary alliance here.
Well, there's no love lost for Naomi, that is for sure, who looks for a way to escape early, and Rhea Ripley will not allow that to happen.
Yeah, sadly, there are no shortcuts tonight for Naomi. This is going to be as arduous as winning the Money in the Bank briefcase in the first place, should she prevail.
Well, Naomi is going to have to, well, to use her words, proceed with caution against these two women here tonight. And Naomi went after Rhea Ripley. Now Io Sky gets involved with the right hand, and we're underway with action in this Women's World Championship matchup.
Yeah, it's a lot more difficult now that Io Sky and Rhea Ripley are completely fresh, unlike the cash-in at Evolution. when they were wiped out after such a torturous match.
Oh, of course, that was a surprise, right? Naomi cashing in. Tonight, there are no surprises. Oh, no! Rhea Ripley, I think that was inadvertent. Clocked Io Sky as they appeared to want to be working together there, and a mule kick by Naomi, and suddenly the champ's taken control.
And that was about the best thing that could have happened for Naomi in this one. Break up this alliance right off the bat. This ain't 2-on-1. Now surely it's every woman for themselves.
Naomi now climbing up to the top rope. Io and Rhea are there, and Naomi now with a cross body takes out Rhea and Io Sky. You know, we talked to the Countdown Show, Wade, the importance of this matchup for Naomi. There again is that kick from Rhea Ripley to Io Sky.
A friendly fire, despite the fact both are opponents in this match. That alliance completely obliterated right off the bat.
Well, Naomi's been upset too. That been a lot of whispers over the past few weeks over the fact that she became champion by cashing in Money in the Bank. That maybe she didn't quite earn that. Those are the words of others in the locker room.
Complete BS. I've heard that a million times. The cash in is easy. That's the bit that a fool couldn't screw that up. The hard part is getting the briefcase in the first place. That is really where you win the World Championship. So I'm taking no shot on Naomi about cashing in and being successful. She earned every piece of that championship, but now you've got to earn it all over again.
And Rhea up on the apron now and looking to outpower Naomi here. And Naomi trying to block. Rhea got a handful of hair. Oh!
Naomi was perhaps biting the hand there of Rhea Ripley. Either way, it was completely effective. And Naomi in the early goings here has been dominant.
The X Factor delivered to Io Sky. Cover now. And a kick out by Sky. Again, if it was biting, it's legal. No disqualifications here in the triple threat match tonight. The new attitude by Naomi. Tried to talk to her about it earlier today. Said she's
good luck with that.
She's sick and tired, she said, of being disrespected, being mistreated, being overused. And those were her words. She felt like she was stabbed in the back by both Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Decided it was time to do things on her own.
15 plus years at the top, and who was giving Naomi any respect until she alerted everyone to this change in personality. Proceed with caution. Oh my God, right on the nose of Rhea Ripley.
Chick kick off the ropes, and now Naomi gonna try to pin Rhea there, who kicks out.
Well, look, when you break into the industry, as we take another look at this boot, I think it was actually the forehead of Rhea Ripley. Didn't get a gushing nose like Gunther last night, fortunately for the Aussie superstar. But when you break into this industry and you perform in a role like a funkadactyl, a backing dancer, very often the stigma of that follows you forever. Well, that's been enough for Naomi. It did follow Naomi, not anymore.
She also felt like a number of years ago, she was forced out of the company, had to go and reinvent herself, which she did, became a TNA Knockouts champion, would return to WWE, and then decided, hey, I got to start doing things the way I want to do things around here, and it's paid off.
Yeah, came back after that departure, was given respect for about 3 weeks, and then it was all back to the old Naomi once again. Oh, it's just Naomi. We don't need to give her opportunities. Well, don't give me any opportunities. I'm just going to start taking them. Well done, Naomi.
Naomi with a big kick, and now, and Rhea bounced off the apron.
It's been all Naomi. She is absolutely battering Rhea and Io Sky, arguably the two best women wrestlers on the planet.
Naomi now up to the top rope, Rhea back to her feet. And Naomi, what a blockbuster by Naomi. Quickly into the cover now on Ripley. Hooks the leg, and Rhea's got a kick out at 2.
Complete control from Naomi, just picking apart these two badass women. And Rhea Ripley looking in major dire straits, so they'll keep her eye on Io Sky.
Io Sky comes off the top rope, and Naomi able to avoid perhaps a missile drop kick there. And now, roll through by Naomi, kick right to the face of Io Sky. And again, Naomi looks great so far in this matchup.
Arguably the best Naomi has ever looked in her entire career. This woman is just getting better and better.
And now she's mocking Io Sky.
You do whatever you want when you're the champ. You have the gold, you're in control. Just keep on doing what you do.
And now Rhea back to her feet. Rhea with a clothesline, and now the Eradicator starts to take over. Naomi face first. Io springboard off the top rope, and there's the missile drop kick. into a kip up for Sky. Now Rhea and Io having some fun together. You know they'd love to make this a one-on-one match at some point, Wade, to finally settle their differences.
It's a hell of a lot easier
Oh!
winning a one-on-one match
That's
than a three-way like this.
619 into a release German suplex.
Naomi, proceed with caution.
And this double teaming on Naomi might have been the only way Ripley and Io Sky were going to get back into the match, but now it's one-on-one.
Yeah, Rhea with that smile. We got some unfinished business back at Evolution last month. And Io, such a joy to watch. Two of the best in the world going at it right here.
And if there was any doubt before Evolution, I think the world knew right after it.
Oh!
These are the two toughest women we've ever seen.
Covered by Rhea. Io's got a kick at it too.
Put each other through hell in Atlanta 3 weeks ago and kept on ticking. Take another look at this. High-flying Io Sky just plucked out by the powerhouse Rhea Ripley.
Rhea going for a riptide, looking to put this one away. And Io able to turn it around, roll up, shoulders down, and a kick out by Rhea at 2. Another great takedown by Io. And now in control.
In that crossface, and Rhea Ripley just too strong, at least at this point in the match, to keep that locked in. Oh, right on the bridge of the nose.
And Io missed wildly with a kick up on Rhea's shoulders now. Io,
Oh, my
wow!
God, oh my God.
Cover by Sky to win the championship, and Naomi's got to break things up to save her title. That was close.
Oh, Poison Rana there, just as Rhea Ripley was going for the power move once again. Worked the first time, but Io Sky just developing as the match goes on, learning from opponents and figuring out counters.
And Naomi whipped into the corner, and there's a back elbow to Sky. Oh, man.
Great reflex dodge there by Naomi, but didn't dodge the second one.
Razor's edge from Rhea to Io. And now Ripley. Down goes Io again. Stacks her up. And Naomi drags Rhea off the cover.
What a contrast in styles between these three women. The high-flying technical skills of Io Sky, the power moves of Rhea Ripley, and this unorthodox craziness of Naomi.
Now Naomi, who appeared to be going in for a cover, was stopped by Ripley. And now Rhea and Naomi going at it outside the ring. Driven ribs first into the barricade and now into the steps.
That rage inside Rhea Ripley starting to bubble to the surface, and that can be dangerous for Ripley. She's devastating when she's in this mode, but she can't take her eye off the ball when consumed by rage, drops the guard, and Io Sky can capitalize from any angle.
Springboard moonsault from Io Sky. There's a reason she's called Genius of the Sky as she wipes out Rhea and Naomi. And now Io with an opportunity to win the championship. That kick stunned Naomi, caught her in the ear.
This audience here starting to believe that it is Io Sky's night, especially with Rhea Ripley down on the outside.
Io looking for the bullet train attack, but Rhea Ripley looks to intercept, and Io gonna make her pay with a stomp.
Kryptonite strikes again for Rhea Ripley. Nothing is working against Io Sky.
We talked about it before. Sometimes you just have an opponent you can't beat. And Sky has been that for Ripley. A couple of bullet train attacks now.
And the longer that streak goes on, the worse it gets, the harder it is to get over the hump. Now Io Sky with all the momentum in the world. Choose your victim.
Rhea down and out in the far corner. And Io Sky says that's it. Gonna head up top. Maybe looking for over the moonsault. Rhea Ripley drives her into the ring post.
Oh, sternum first onto the top of that ring post. Cracked ribs or anything from there, but Rhea Ripley doesn't care. No, when gold is on the line.
Thought Rhea was going for the riptide, and Naomi caught her with a kick to the hamstring. And now Naomi, split leg moonsault. That's how she won the championship. Cover, hook of the leg. Is it enough to put Rhea away? Io Sky over the moonsault, but she takes out Rhea. Naomi, that was a... She's been watching Bianca Belair. That was from WrestleMania. And look at this now. Shoulders down again and a kick out by Sky.
You're absolutely right. So much awareness from Naomi here. You mentioned it yourself. Something very similar happened at WrestleMania with former tag partner Bianca Belair. And we know full well that Naomi knows everything about Bianca Belair. She was stalking her in a house at one point, rummaging through her underwear drawers and finding out whatever else she could about Bianca Belair. Well, she found out the crucial detail there. That is how you avoid Io Sky.
Naomi's been doing her homework. Triple threat match for the Women's World Championship in front of over 56,000 tonight on SummerSlam Sunday at MetLife Stadium.
And crucially, it has given Naomi the upper hand with Rhea Ripley laid out. And now Io Sky on jelly legs. Shotei uppercuts there.
And another one by Io.
Io struggling to maintain a vertical base, but once again the pendulum swings here.
And Naomi, what a knee! What a collision!
God.
Man, broken the nose of Io Sky.
Completely wiping out the genius of the Sky, but ready to pounce is Ripley.
Off the headbutt, into the riptide by Rhea. Rhea stacks up the champion. Io Sky just before the 3 count breaks things up.
1/100th of a second away from victory for Rhea Ripley. Look at this knee to a bang in motion. Io Sky temporarily wiping out the Japanese superstar, and then Ripley ready to pounce with the big hitter. Riptide connects. 2.99. Hey, that's not quite going to get the job done tonight, thanks to the speed of Io Sky.
Again, first woman to gain pinfall or submission wins the Women's World Championship. Naomi outside the ring after getting clocked by not just the knee, but the riptide, and now Rhea Ripley and Io Sky square off center of the ring.
Yeah, the double whammy to Naomi. Open a window for these two now to grab the gold. Got to make it count while you can, but there ain't much left in the tank of these two.
Exchanging blows, Io back to her feet, Rhea as well. Kick by Rhea, drops Io to her knees.
Yeah, slugfest against Rhea Ripley. I don't fancy anyone else's chances.
And now Naomi gonna pay for it. And Rhea Ripley with a boot drives Naomi off the apron. And now Io gonna dump Rhea up to the apron as well.
And all of the big hits are going the way of Naomi right now.
Oh no!
Except for that one. Bullseye Rhea Ripley.
And now Ripley off the apron. Oh! A bowling ball, the cannonball delivered to Naomi.
It's almost a scorpion kick. Kind of caught the heel of the boot right to the top of the head of Naomi. Scrambling the brains of the champ for now.
And now Naomi back up to the apron. She looks down at the champion. Io Sky back to her feet. Io Sky now looking for a sunset flip power bomb. Rhea Ripley hanging on. And now Io delivers a power bomb to Naomi. And all 3 women are down in front of us here.
Cushioning the landing somewhat for Rhea Ripley with the ribs of Naomi. Rhea Ripley now not looking good at all. And in hot pursuit is Io Sky.
And Io gonna climb now to the top rope. Genius to the Sky says this one's over. Io Sky positioning. Looking for over the moonsault. And again, Rhea Ripley able to counter.
Sky just too sluggish on that one. So beat up at this point in the match, as are the other 2 women in the match.
Io caught her.
It's again one of those Shotei uppercuts that completely scramble the brain.
Io
Will stumble there.
jumping up to the top rope. Rhea Ripley with a headbutt. And now Rhea's got Io in position.
Oh, God.
Rhea Ripley from the second rope. Riptide! Avalanche Riptide! Stacks her up for the win. Naomi now from behind. Rolls up Rhea. Naomi retains the title. my goodness, Wade. Rhea Ripley is snake bit. There's no other way to describe it. Ripley had the title won again, and Naomi came from out of nowhere and pinned Rhea Ripley. Doesn't matter if she used the tights, Rhea, no disqualification.
The craftiest woman on earth played all the right cards tonight. Naomi, the world is basking in your glow. Congratulations, still
You have to
world champ.
You have to try to kill me.